Yeah, 100%, 100%. I should be making you host 1 second there. Make host.
Oh, it says, yeah.
Alright, save. Yeah, I made you host in it.
Yeah, I can see that.
Alright, cool.
Clear all my porn off the screen.
Bro, you don't need porn, man. There's like, do you know what? There's like 51 people here. There's like, these are all your kids here. Yeah, so let's get cracking now. What's going on, champs? Hope you guys doing well. So I've got a special guest on today. Some of you guys know him as biological daddy. I I know him as Saeed. Or you may know him as Trader SC, but he's the man of the hour, the fucking king of CT. My mentor. You know, big up to the guy. Salute to you. Got nothing but respect for you, brother. How you doing, man?
I'm good, bro. I'm good. I'm trying to sort this shit out. 1 second.
Yeah, man. Take your time. Take your time, G. Fucking hell, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gassed that you're here, man.
Good to be on, bro. Good to be on. I'm trying to find my screen thing, yeah, to select basic advanced. Oh my god. Oh, I'll click share. Sorry, bro.
It's alright, dude. Just take your time, man.
Yeah,
Bro,
there we go. There we go.
bro, I got all day with you, man. Like, you know, like when you gotta go, you gotta go there. Shit. What do you think about Bitcoin though? Just a quick question. This whole FOMC thing. What do you think? Because the Fed's hike was at 75. I expected a breakdown, to be honest.
To be honest, bro, I don't pretend to know what I don't know. I mean, the economy's arguing over these shit, man. I'd say what the market's telling me, man. That's it.
It's
stress about something you don't understand.
it's fucked up though, because I 75. I was saying to the guys yesterday, 75 or 100, we're going down, but instead 75, we fucking broke up. I did a little trade on BTC, because I saw it like we reclaimed Monday's high in it. Sorry, Monday's low. I'm like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna take a trade in there and see what happens. Hope for the best and go for a scam wick. And yeah, man, I made a 5-hour move on that. Actually, I ain't gonna lie to you.
1 second, from the tax in my mic back. I use my other mic because my headphones, the other ones, I haven't charged them.
Oh, they saying they can't hear you, fam.
Yeah. Can you guys hear me now? Otherwise, I'll have to go with this one because my headphones are fuck, they're not charged.
Is the volume better, guys?
Can you guys hear me?
I think they're saying they're better. Yeah.
One says better, but the attempt says no.
It sounds very far away. Seems better.
A bit better. Yeah, just bear with it, fam. I completely forgot they were dead. So, 1 second. Can you find my headphones? The wire to the balls. Those big ones.
Yeah, a lot of people saying it's a lot better. There we go. Bit better. His voice is super low. I'm actually gonna have a quick look at what USD is saying. Actually, 1 second. Dollar saying that we're breaking down on dollar. Come on. Yeah, 10 on flame. USD down. BTC up. If USD breaks down, then fucking let's go in it. My eyes is on ES, to be honest, on S&P, and as long as the S&P holds, I think Bitcoin carries on. Otherwise, you know, who fucking knows? But then looking at SE's chart, because SE's guy's chart here, he's just popped away to sort out his headphones and whatnot.
I won't be long here. I'm just charging my other headphones, so I'll talk like this for about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And that will charge.
Go for it, man.
Yeah. So bear with me, everybody. Not working. Yeah, so let's play with this for a while. So if you want to just take over for a bit.
Yeah, sure.
Until mine is fixed.
Okay, cool. I'll take over. You let me know when you're ready, okay? Cool. So in terms of with BTC, one thing I've noticed as well is like, you know, like I drew this like yesterday, so I'm just gonna draw it again. SE's got it on the chart, so Actually, you know what? Fuck it. I'll use SC's chart and just trade off that. So, you know, on side. No, that's not it. Where the fuck was it? Oh, he's just taking now. Never mind. Anyway, so what we got here, this is last week's. Fuck off. I hate when this happens. So we got last week's high, last week's low, and then the mid range. Just keep it nice and simple just on this area here. Now if I take off all this bullshit and just show you something, you see what happened over here? What we've done is we've taken that liquidity of last week's low, right? So this is last week's low. We take out liquidity, kissed it, and then carried on there. So this is like if you look at as an SR point of view, from my view here, is like this is the high there, we broke above it, right? Grind back down, broke, you know, did a stop run over there, came back down. Once we broke up and reclaim, I was saying yesterday, the long was here. Once we bounce off this area, this is my stop loss over here. We reclaim Monday's low, and once we reclaim Monday's low, I was saying mid-range for mid-range, then we got Monday's high. We smashed above it, and we've gone, I think we're above the Monday's high now. As long as the 22, which level? The mid-range, which is around 22.5k holds, in my opinion. I mean, we can have a small deviation coming back down to this area and reclaim the weekly mid-range. Off we go. And I'd say liquidity is resting at last week's high. And all we're doing, we're just focusing on the liquidity game, playing it from down to up. It's just a range bound environment over here. So that's my view over here at the moment. So BTC is looking for a pullback, which is happening right now. Such a fucking drastic move though. This I did not expect at all. I ain't gonna lie to you. You can see trend line over here. Clean smash above the trend line. Question is, do we come back into this area here? So I would like to see how we hold in this consolidation over here. Right? You could come up into this area here and just bounce off this. I'll draw another SR right over here. Alright? So we could do something like this. Come back down. Deep pullback, reclaim the mid-range. Once we reclaim the mid-range, that's my long, right? And then I can put a stop loss, well, wherever the bounce is, for example, over here. I mean, I said a hard stop. My invalidation is below the box over there, below this box, targeting yesterday's high, and then going down to these liquidities there, and then this liquidity there. That's my view over here at the moment. I like to see what SE says. We'll just wait for him to come back in. But that's BTC looking good though. I ain't gonna lie to you. Fucking even ETHBTC is looking fucking solid. What's everyone saying? SE is shorting right now, bruv. If SE is shorting the market right now, it's fucking going to zero. I'm messing. This is the most British thing I've ever experienced in my life. Crypto Yak, what are you saying, brother? Pirate, how's it going? We got fucking Savio. We got a fucking full house here, man. Smash the likes, everybody. ES is dropping, as they're saying. Let's look at ETHBTC. Just a quick view on ETHBTC. What I've got here, macro ranges over here. To be honest, there's an area that I'm quite keen on. If I show you on the daily, right? So I've got a macro range over here. Okay, so I've got a low here and the high there, and this is the mid range. Where are we? Where did we find the difficulty? This is the mid range. Deviation, and we keep deviating. So if we are going to be short, in my opinion, if we come back into this mid-range, which is about 0.072, and break down, come back underneath this range, I think this mid-range of this range bound area over here at 0.068, that will be a trigger to enter shorts all the way back down. We reclaim this 0.072, I think we go back to 0.082 as a minimum target over here, this area. Let me just fucking zoom into this shit. What the fuck am I doing? Come back into this area, take out liquidity of this high, 75% range, and see if we can actually reclaim and hold above it to 0.082. But then the question is, the bigger range is this. Again, another trend line. I mean, it's at resistance in its own way. I'm a bit skeptical, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm a little skeptical on the idea of going like mega bullish on 26k, 28k, even looking at 30ks and these kind of areas. I have to see what ETHBTC says, man. Like, honestly, in my opinion, we need to break above this, hold the mid-range at 0.072, and off we go. And then we can actually go for extended targets, or taking out 0.82, taking out the highs over there, which is approximately 0.088, and then see if we can go to the next set of targets at 0.098. Once we get to 0.098, right, I believe, like, I know this is far-fetched, but this is all like a long-winded plan here. I'm just going to give you guys on a macro view. What happened was, I don't know if you guys remember, in 2018, if you guys were here in 2017, around December time, November, December time, yeah, they were talking about the flippening. And the flippening, and then this whole flippening idea came about when ETHBTC was at 0.1. I suspect they're going to talk about flipping again. To me, the king is always going to be BTC. It's never going to be anything else. I always say this over and over again. The king is BTC, then the prince is Ethereum. So if Ethereum goes up, fucking ride the alts in it. So I haven't longed into alts just yet, personally. I'm just waiting at the moment. I'm being a bit patient. That spike has been a bit of a funny one at the moment. Looking at that's ETHBTC. I want to have a quick look at ES. Someone said that ES is dumping as well. Is there an echo? Well, it's not really a breakdown, to be honest. I mean, if you look at fucking S&P, we've just made new higher highs now. I mean, look at the market structure here. Look at this. Go low, higher high, higher low, higher high, and do we make a high low? To me, this level needs to hold. Okay, if I were to look to remain bullish, it's this particular level, this area here. Actually, literally, where the fuck is the box? This area here has to hold, in my opinion. Can you guys see that? So what it is, this little area here, we got, well, this is a consolidation here, which came when we shot back down. We came back into it as resistance, bounce off to it, took out lows over here, come back into it, resistance, come back down, and that's made it like a higher low. And then once we come back up, we're actually grinding up, holding this area. So that to me is bullish in my opinion. So you can see a trend line again, another trend line there, calling up, bouncing off there, taking out lows off this block from last week's low. Was it last week's low? Yeah, I think it was no, it wasn't last week's low, but taking out the liquidity from there, shut up. And to me now, I don't mind it coming back down, bouncing off this, because that's a higher low. But as long as, it's a range band environment over here. Let me just draw this properly. Delete this shit. So let's say range band is here and here. So I don't mind it coming back down. If he wants to do a deeper pullback and come back into this area, even if he wants to kiss off this block over here, that's perfectly fine. Hold above, reclaim this area there. Off we go. Then we're going to go start talking about the 4K area. Well, we're already at 4K. We're talking about, I think for me, my next set of targets would be here. Let me delete all this shit. Next set of targets would be here. I hate when shit doesn't go your way, when you're fucking drawing and shit. Motherfucker. This is what I'm looking at here. Next set of targets would be literally off these lows over here, right, at 40.80. So you can do something like this to 40.80. Once we reclaim 40.80, then we can start talking about 14.20.20, and that's the mid-range. And you know what is, I'm going to be honest with you, this is going to sound like really dumb at the same time, but as a range band perspective, right, so it was not dumb anyway, it's all like theory based anyway. As a range band perspective, so you can't disagree that this last year's range, right, the whole of last year was a range band environment. You can see you can see a low. Let me close this off. Sorry about that, guys. Quick delay on. Right, so you can see a low, the mid-range, range high. Taking out liquidity from the upside, taking liquidity on the downside, and all it is just a range band environment. Would you be surprised if we literally do from low to mid, mid to high, high to mid, mid to low, and then low to mid, right? That's another key area. Is that if we can get a lower high, if this is a lower high, then it's all, let's fucking send it back down. But if we reclaim this mid range, all we're doing, we're literally playing low to mid, mid to high. That's all it is. And then does it shank down? I don't fucking know. I don't really fucking know, but we're playing smaller targets. Let's not talk about going up to 4,800, but mid range is the key in my opinion, and that comes in at 40. Yeah, let's call it 42.20. That's what I call it. So what's everyone saying though? Smash a like. Yeah, smash likes, man. Sure, you know, there's 183 people here. Your dad's on the freaking, well, I'm waiting for him to actually charge his headphones. So, say hi to your dad as well, innit? You've been buddy. I'm good, Vimesh. How you doing, man? How late will the news come out on GDP report? I don't fucking know. Let's have a look at Forex Factory. What do we have today? That's a good point. Thursday today, 1:30. So yeah, we're looking about 1:30. So 1:30 UK time. We got what, freaking 3 hours left before we actually before we find out what's going on in GDP. Nothing's going on Friday apart from core PCI. Yeah, core PCI 1:30 tomorrow. So those are the two events I'm going to keep an eye on. So what's going on? Vegeta, what's going on, brother? You good? Alt season. We can't call alt season just yet, man. I mean, like we're still in a macro bear market. Yo, SE, you back?
Yeah, I'm back, man. I'm back.
Good to have you here, brother. Let's have a, put you back on.
Yeah, I'm good.
You good?
Sorry for a bit, should be long enough anyway. So what we cover today is Bitcoin mainly, yeah? I mean, that's the main one.
That's the main one, really, isn't it? Bitcoin and Ethereum, isn't it?
Bitcoin news. Hello, Vegeta, Hunter, Mike.
Hunter's is a lad though. I ain't gonna lie to you. Hunter, Piotr, these guys are proper sick guys, man. There's another guy called Nick as well. I brought him on the freaking stream as well, like for like as Bants and it kind of thing on all time high, and we just got high and he was trying and shit. And I just let him do his thing, and we just had a fucking time and a half, man.
So should we get cracking or?
Yeah, man. I'm waiting for you, bro. I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for you, fam. Whenever you're ready.
Alright, so let's just do Bitcoin. So, not much has changed. I mean, the main move up was I played along a week or so ago. So, I'm still at that previous all-time high area. So, there's no need to be more complicated about this. Trade within the range. So, we're still around that. I still believe we're in a bear market, but it doesn't matter if it's a bear market. Like, you're trading what's happening now. How high could it go? Fuck knows, but maybe here. Maybe it was squeezed to here. There's no reason. And then drop. Doesn't matter. What I'm looking at is what we're going to do now. So, what I've then gone and done is mark out what range we're in. We are within, that's my range high, that's my range low. We whipped below that. We took out previous week's low. We closed above it. So, from that point of view, if we've already done that, if we're going to go up on a weekly chart, that would be my validation to start off with before we refine. So, that's point one. Where will be the next objective? Well, take out that. And we're trading within last week's range. So, okay, we've zoomed in now. Go to the daily. And you can see there's the deviation now. So if you could have said yes, this could have been bearish. If you had stuck there and broken down, yes. But if it's broken back up, things change. So you're going to be open to it. This was a clear play for me when I played it long. And I was out. Here maybe a little few day trade scouts, but it was in an area. It sounds bad.
Yeah, apparently it sounds bad. Yeah, because even on my side as well, it sounds like a little crackling kind of thing.
I don't know what's going on. What's going on, mate? Everything's been working fine. Hello, yeah, they're still saying sound. I have no idea what's going on. Sorry, lads, I don't know what's going on. Echo needs volume as well. And using headphones.
Yeah, everyone's saying it's all good now.
Okay, we're good. Okay, I'm gonna carry on. So from there, I mean, this is where I wasn't too sure. Other than if you're gonna take a punt or if you knew something. Oh my god, my chart's frozen now. You bastard. First,
Yo, SC, do you mind if I light up a spliff right now, man?
You have a spliff, man.
My guy.
It's my fucking screen frozen. Bastard. Oh, there we go. Okay, so at this point, I would have argued and said, okay, if there was a case for I shorted it, I got out quick. It's F was the short I took. At this point, we could have argued the case for okay, trend continuation, lower or higher. So from a if you want to take a punt, we did take out last week's low on some exchanges, so it's not a bad punt here. I took a small one, and then it evolved into something bigger. So now we look for the retest area. So as long as we don't make a clean break below here, I would say trend continuation higher until proven otherwise. So how deep does it go? A couple of scenarios for a deeper pullback scenario is one is like this, the other is a bit of a deviation lower and then reclaim, or I don't know, maybe pivots off here. So I don't know. So we gotta look at prices. Okay, what do we need to see for each one? So the first one's obvious. Okay, so we split this up. Well, I split it up anyway. And we've got Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday. So we're at Monday. We're taking on Monday's high. One second. That's Monday's high. Okay, we're taking the high of the week. Okay, so I'm naturally gonna have a pullback. So what I want to see is okay for trend for continuation higher up, the pullback scenario is come down to something like this, dip, and then reclaim, and then play it up, target one, and then if it starts to turn, cut it. Otherwise, go for there. That would be my objective there. And I can deal with the rest later on. Because if it's going to continue later on, what we've got here is continuation. We've got, and at the same time, I'm going to be marking it with ES as well. ES is the main player thing I'm going to be going with. As soon as that tops, I think Bitcoin stopped. And secondary target is obviously there. So if it does this, then most likely probably going to head towards around this region here. Okay, and that is it for the trend continuation pullback scenario. Now, what if it pulls back? What if it does one of these ones where it's strong and then it just wants to go up? Well, in that case, what we're going to be looking for is using one day's range. So what I'll be looking for is, okay, I don't care what he does below that. I've got my plan for a pullback. My trend continuation will be reclaim, hold above on the side, so we'll roll high of the week, and then I look for the long there. And that's it. And then obviously the trend continuation, like I mentioned. Is that clear? So with that, I mean, we're looking at ES as well. I mean, obviously, I think ES is holding is my ES chart. With ES, as long as we hold above here, so if we look at it in terms of ranges, this is like the main chunk of it here. That's the deviation there, sort of holding a support here. So I personally think, I mean, this is the obvious resistance area here, but I think we probably come out towards here because we're within this leg. Well, that stop's going to be resting there, in my opinion. So what we'll be looking for is, as long as we don't make a clean breakdown below here, so maybe something like this, and then start shooting up towards there. Possibly higher, I don't know. I think around 4,200 is the objective. Maybe even take out these highs, who knows. Now, where I would be wrong and where I would say, no, fuck everything else, we're going down, that was just a quick scam pump, is if we break down below here and start holding, at least back into towards the range, take out this, target one, target two. At that point, I say, you know what, short this, which would mean get out Bitcoin, start shorting the fuck out of Bitcoin. And that's it. Nothing more to it.
It's pretty much simple though, isn't it? Like it's literally just a patient game right now.
Yeah, I'm waiting which one. I've got my plans, and then I'll wait for the trigger. Whichever gives me the trigger, I'm in. If not, fuck it.
What do you think though? Like in terms of this whole FOMC thing, like for us to get out of a bear market, what would you like to see?
I don't know when the Fed stops withdrawing liquidity from the market.
That's
But
what
even then, I mean, we don't need to worry about that. We just trade what we see. When the market bottoms, we'll know. There's no point stressing ourselves over stuff we don't know. I mean, market will do whatever it wants, but I don't think I don't think anytime soon. For now, I think is maybe it evolves, changes, happy days. We'll be going along with it. We'll still be trading level to level regardless. So I mean, I'm for those listening, I'm not here for the spot players here. I'm just trading. So it's might not help you, but
so you're literally just doing average trade, no spot trades at the moment, is it?
yeah, I don't really trade spot much. I mean, unless it's like all season or something else,
I'm leverage trading.
2024 then. That's what it is, and that's when the spot buys come into place, right?
Sorry?
So, like in terms of spot buys, would you recommend waiting for 2024 when that Bitcoin halving comes about?
No idea, bro. Can't give a fuck either. Because straight away, you see,
Bro, I respect the fact that
I don't know where the bottom's gonna be. Yeah, so we just gonna trade whatever I see right now. I'm not waiting 2024, bro. I'm gonna be milking this market probably. So everybody has exit liquidity 2024.
dude, exit liquidity. What the fuck, dude?
Yeah, man, you're all exit liquidity for me here.
Bro, there's gonna be a lot of Budus gonna be exit liquidities.
I mean, I don't need to be exit. People here will lose money in the bull market anyway. So what difference does it make? Either you're not gonna cash out, or you're gonna somehow fuck it up along the way. So we don't have to worry about all of that. First, worry about can you hold on to your own money before even what the market does.
That's true though, because you know what? One thing is, like, so many people got wrecked in this fucking bear market.
Well, you shouldn't have got it. I don't know why people got wrecked. Why did you get wrecked? Because you shit. That's it.
Dude, you can't call them shit like that.
You are shit. I mean, how the fuck can you get wrecked in the trending market? Either if you can't get the fuck out, you shit. Simple as that. You shouldn't be trading. I'm telling you what your parents should have told you.
You heard it, guys. Your dad told you you're shit.
I probably more of that telling you get the fuck out. You can't do this.
Dude, I don't know if I'm lit already, but this is fucking funny what you just said.
Am I wrong though?
Nah, you're not. You're not actually, because
Exactly.
you know it's one thing. Like a lot of people when they see, because with the news and shit, they're talking about Bitcoin.
Oh, they're talking about news, right? They can't even flip and control the emotion and pull the trigger. Forget the news. Don't worry about the news. If you can't follow your own plan, what are you talking about the Fed for? You know what I mean? These guys, right? They're talking about Fed this, that, fam. Can you control yourself and just click buy when you intended to, when you're with your plan? You can't even do that, bro. And they're talking about fucking Fed hikes. Don't worry about that. You know what I mean?
Dude, you know what's funny?
Sure, man.
You know what's mad jokes in it is that, like, so many people are macro experts now. Apparently, since they watch Trader XO, they think they're king on the macro.
Yeah, they're all macros. They're always.
Dude,
Yeah,
fucking
okay.
XO started a wave of people where everyone's all macro experts now, innit? And like the real, I think the real macro, I gotta shout out to XO. XO is sick because he called the top. He called the top really well. He did as well. Fucking hell.
Yeah, he's clued in, but he doesn't count.
What'd you say?
Yeah.
Sorry.
He's clued in, but I mean, if you know what you're doing, then that's fine. But if you don't, if you can't follow the basics of a flip and trade plan, you know, you don't be talking about this, that, the other. You know what I mean?
Because one thing I get a lot of people in my DMs that ask me, like, oh yeah, like, where should I place my stops? Where should I place my stop? But really, I keep telling them the same thing. If you once you have your invalidation level, right, you know where you're wrong. So if you're wrong there, just wait for that stop thing. Like, if you're not good at cutting the trade early, don't cut the trade. Just be patient, or don't even fucking trade. Just learn the basics first, and then come to trading after.
Yeah.
And then be SC's liquidity.
You've got to have a proper trade plan before you can start trading. I mean, you've got no right to be trading if you don't know what you're doing. So you're asking for it for yourself. I mean, what we can't keep saying to people, if they're not gonna do something basic, then just I don't know, just fill them with opium either, because they're gonna win anyway. Or if for exit liquidity, yes, carry on, buy. Yeah, I need to get out there anyway. Target there, buy now. Start jumping on them. I mean, if you're gonna act like a kid and not do a proper trade plan and prepare yourself to enter flipping shark infested waters, what are you expecting?
I couldn't disagree with you as well. I mean, like, quick question as well. Like, I think because I like what I would like to know as well. I think most of these people would like to know is what made you start going into trading back in the day? Because I know you've been doing this for like 11 years now, is it?
10 and a half years, yeah. It's approaching 11 soon. I don't know. I was like, you know, this was easy to do. And I thought, yeah, fuck it. I don't know. I was always doing some. I was always into gambling and stuff. No, that's wrong to say. Well, for obvious reasons. But I don't know. I just come across it and stuff. This guy was doing it, and I just got interested. And I've always been like high risk, like poker I used to play and stuff like that. And I wanted just something. I got into it. I just liked it. I just got it. It's one of the things where sometimes you come across something that you really like, and you just keep going into it. And then from there, really, just like doing it. And at the time, I needed the money at the time. There's certain situations, but But luckily, it was something that I liked, enjoyed.
Nah, I'm thinking that's fucking mad though. Like you just literally, so you because you got like an addictive personality that it's
Yeah.
very like to me it's very obvious in when it comes to on Twitter you're addicted to Twitter. You love your shit posting, and you're like a phenomenal trader. But how do you control both of them? Like being able to focus on trading at the same time shit posting on
You
everyone.
gotta come to the conclusion where you gotta accept you're not gonna completely stop. So you do the middle ground, you work around it to control it, to bring a balance. You're not gonna stop something completely, but you can bring a balance to it. And if it works for you, that's fine. Nobody can say otherwise to you. I trade 14, 15, 16 hours a day. Nobody can tell me not to because they can't do it. If it works for me, if it fits my lifestyle, that's it, that's fine. So you do what makes a balance for you in your life, and that's it. If you can do it yourself, you're an incel, fucking do it. Who else is going to tell you otherwise? That's it. I ain't got a problem with that. You go with what you think is good in life, not what others think.
That's true though, because I think that's the world right now, man. Is like is what everyone is saying now. Like they're fucking.
No, everybody's got opinion these days. Everybody feels entitled. Fuck your opinion.
Bro, it's true though. Fuck the opinion, man. Like shut the fuck up if you don't know shit, innit?
Exactly what. Everybody wants to talk. You talk too much, you don't get shit done. That's why you're in the situation you're in, because you like the opinions. Fuck off.
Yo,
Yeah.
I'm always asking you how old are you, bro? Like you what? 20,
31,
24?
31.
31 years old.
Mhm.
My guy.
Yeah, I started trading when I was 21. Oh, before 21? Is it before 21? Yeah. 21. 21 is say, I can't remember. Started trading.
So when you were 21 years old, right? Like how long did you take to actually become profitable?
I don't know. I mean, I got lucky. So 1.5 years, I thought I made well, significant amount because I got a trending market. But you'd never stop learning. I mean, you're always up and down, up and down. It takes years to get consistent. You can make money, but doesn't mean you're consistent. I was lucky. I made a large chunk, and then when trending market ended, it took a large hit, but it was enough to keep me surviving. And then after that, you just mature and you just develop. And if you want it badly, you'll do okay. Everybody's different. Yeah, a couple of years to feel comfortable. I can do it consistently.
Nah, 100%. Like it does take a while. I mean, like I remember being in your class back in 2018, bro. Like it took me a while, a long time. I think 2018 I lost like I was trying to like well I was watching you, learning from you and whatnot, and I was still trying to trade with cash in it. I was like putting £100 in the account or £200 account, and obviously I liquidate myself bare times in it. But like, did you ever get yourself liquidated back in the early days? I know, like, I believe now you're not gonna get yourself liquidated because you're that good.
I've liquidated like player accounts, but no, I mean I couldn't. So I nearly did. I think it was a 2,000 account, and I somehow accidentally took it to 7,000. It was luck. You know how you get pure luck, and that was because I closed the position on the app. Embarrassing. I didn't have to close the position on the phone. What the fuck am I doing? And luckily went right way, and then I closed it, and then next 3 trades smashed it back down to £70.
Ah, dude, what the
And then I built
fuck?
it from there. I actually built it from there. Actually built it from 70 quid.
What from £70?
Yeah, but I was doing like no point no. I was in FX, so 0.01 lads with like about a pound risk or something, slowly. But I knew I have to just get the process right. Once the process right, you grind, and then it builds eventually.
Fam, you wait. Let me just get this right. Okay, you built the account to 7k, right? Because you didn't know how to cut the trade.
What's the position here?
So then you dropped down to 70 quid and you built your account from 70 quid to where you are now. And then you're the
Yeah, a
same.
bit of luck in the way as well. I mean, I think I slowly built to like about 900,000, and then in silver was crashing at the time. I did the wrong lot size because silver was different to gold on the broker I was using. And then as soon as I entered, I'm down £300 because the spread and stuff. Oh, fuck, that's blown now. I shorted it. And then it was at 800. I'm okay. About 50, 60 quid more. I'm finished. Do a look at it. Look again, 3,000 up. Like, fuck it all. It was a crash. Market was crashing. Actually, let me show you where it was because I think it's silver. I'm interested in silver anyway. Silver. You'll actually see the date. I
Bro,
swear, like,
I just like people. I think the William Sabin and
but that was
Severio.
lucky. That's not something that I couldn't remember what it was around here. Yes.
But fam, it's not luck
See,
though.
I caught all this like down silver. This was actually the moment. So it was down here. July. It's here. There. This is the leg. I shorted it there, and then look at boom. Look at that. That's huge in silver at that size.
That's like in 2 days he dropped down big, fam.
Yeah, everything's crashing. I mean, every time I tried to close, then I knew how to close it. I tried to close it. It was recoating me because it was too fast. So now it's up. Now it's up. I thought, yeah, leave it. That's it. Then I sort of like did it slowly. Actually, silver's not looking too bad. I actually want the silver to come into here. I want to go for another macro long on this. Silver, I'm looking for a macro play. I've got physical silver around here. I actually posted that when the COVID started happens, but this is a minimal area really, and if it can somehow spike there, that's fine. I'm already starting to scale in long term, and I'm going for a motherfucker remove. If you can do this with the ideal scenario, I'm going to go for this one big backup at the silver. I want.
I actually can see that working out as well because I look.
Yeah, I've already started. It's physical silver. I feel safe in gold and silver. Anyway, I don't focus crypto. I don't feel safe in crypto. I'll margin trade it, but I'm not going to be holding and if I do spot play, I'm getting the fuck out as well. This ain't going nowhere. Silver and gold ain't going nowhere.
But like when you trade like silver and gold and that kind of stuff, do you the thing like do you do more macro plays or do you play more of
macro? Yeah, I mean I day trade them as well, but this is a macro play for me. I got physical silver, a bit of physical gold as well, but I'll go more physical silver. So I got both really. Yeah, physical silver. A lot of my money that I make in crypto, I plug into this. Safer. And especially this time around. So start scaling. I mean, I don't mind long term. I want money to be safe. You reach a point where it's preservation of capital, not making capital. Preservation is more important than making it. At the stage where you need the money first to do stuff. So once you make enough, and then I mean, how much do you need? Yeah, it's nice to make more, but you got to keep it safe as well. You got to keep the money safe.
That's fucking hard. That's fucking hard. I just can't believe you fucking actually made. But I'm so baffed by the idea that you build an account of
Yeah,
70 quid to where
Yeah,
you are
everybody
now.
has this story. I mean, you can include that as a liquidator if you know. But the main thing is, you shouldn't. I shouldn't. Nobody should be in that point in the first place. It's about make it. Do your foundation strong. Market's always there, and then that's it. Once your foundation strong, that's it. You got the skill set. Then you can. Then it's just a game of discipline and the money management. And that's it.
Bro, risk management is a big thing that people haven't got grasped the concept of.
I mean, people doing for years don't get it. I mean, you have to be cut from a different cloth to be consistent and disciplined enough to keep it. All it takes is one mistake, and that's it. Not many people can do that. That's what makes a trader. That's what trading is. I mean, everybody can find a strategy, get in, get long. Can you actually follow when to get in, when to get out? No, most can't. That's it.
One thing is as well, like back in I remember in 2018 when I was studying your stuff, right, your content and all stuff like that. You got a YouTube channel, right? So like for those who don't know, Trader SC has a YouTube channel. If you type in Trader SC on Google, on YouTube, you'll find his channel there. And I know you got videos back in the days when you used to scalp and day trade. Was it not? I think more day trades itself, like on the freaking on your channel. It was like in the early days.
Live trading videos, yeah. I got live trading videos on my channel. If they look hard enough, you see me live trade.
Bro, you were sick. There was one I remember you were trading UJ in it, and you made like an 8 hour move in a matter of like I think it was
Yeah,
a
no,
scalp.
I think my pound then, but that was a lot of money for me back then, 25, 30K in a day. So that was a lot back then.
Bro,
In FX, yeah.
But so what do you prefer though? Do you prefer fucking thingy to turn off? Let me send another link now. Yes, Shadow, how's it going, brother? Send a new meeting. Fucking hell. Let's really get into this. If you guys got any questions, ask away, man. And I can just pass it on to him. Join the speaker. Chat. No, participant. Copy link. Telegram. Give me a second, guys. It should come back on. Yes, G, you good?
We're back. Yeah, it's good.
All right, bro. You're host now.
Yeah. Got it. Let's go. You see my chart again?
Yeah, I can see your chart. Do you have time to chart Ethereum by any chance?
Yeah, let's go for it. Yeah. Ethereum. Yeah, Ethereum. Again, same play. So we could get a move like this. I mean, bigger picture, I'm bear. Like I said, I am still bearish. But again, being bearish and taking a trade are two different things. I can be bearish and I'll be taking longs, and then before you know it, the market's completely bullish then, and then continue taking longs, and then I remove what I feel is bearish. So being bearish and taking trades are two separate things for me, or taking shorts and vice versa. So I don't give a fuck about that. But what I do know is, I mean, the 1675 was out to my range level here. We shorted this. I got out most here. A tiny bit got trailed out. Right now, I think we could get a, if correct on Bitcoin, we should be going for these highs here. 21, is it 2150s? Something like that, at least. So, how do I tackle the situation? Is the question. So, what we've got here is the higher time frame. I still believe we take a 2021 low, but it doesn't have to be in one line. You know, this wasn't in one line. You know, around 715, depending on exchange. Some are 700, some are 715. Around call it around 700 area. Yeah. So, what I'll be looking for, I mean, we can see the clear SR level here. So another one here is this is the one we mentioned before. Is below that sometimes you get the more refined levels. This for me, this is fuck yeah. See, this is the thing that the different exchanges, right? There's those different wicks. Let's go with this one. See that there? See that was the first when it ran up low, respect it there. Now watch this here now. So if I go to the lower time frame, I think it was around here. See, each exchange is different, you see. This is the problem. We don't have to be exact. But it's a bit of an area where there, and there's the resistance there, and then there, and then there. Deviation, rocket launch. So we're right there now. So for me, if we can do something like that, probably go for longs. Now, more refined version of that is this. So if Bitcoin's gonna go up, if this is gonna go up, obviously. I mean, my line in the sand is, I mean, if we smash below this blue line, blue box, it's over. And they're probably going to go for these lows here. So what do we do in this case? So something like this, something that's really simple, basic, I'll be looking for. Is for trend continuation of there's two ways. One way is, you know, wait for one of this, same Bitcoin, trigger, and then start going up. That's one way. The other way is, well, this is my objective, okay? So I just need market to just prove to me we clear this range high. So whatever it does, right, hold above range high, let's step in. So that's acceptance above. If Bitcoin's pushing above as well, let's fucking go towards there. Maybe take some off here, around here. And that's it. So we'll see. But below here, okay, it's over. And below here is separate range. So I'll go for these lows and then we'll see how far it goes. That's it.
Sorry about the noise in the background. I got fucking a wardrobe getting fitted into the fucking house at the moment. So once again, Piotr's asking, SE, do you have any aha moments on your journey? Also looking back, what was the biggest waste of time?
Biggest waste of time is just looking at the charts, doing nothing, thinking, you know, or not journaling. Your aha moments come from journaling. So you can normally tell when the people speak here, I can tell who's journaling and who's not. If you journal, a lot of the questions will be answered. Then a lot of the questions that are being asked, you figure it out. Journaling is the most important thing.
How would
Journaling
one
every
journal?
single trade.
Yeah.
Nobody does it here. I bet you 99% of people don't do it here. I bet you 99% of you don't do it here. And whoever's thinking he's not talking about me, I'm fucking talking about you right now. Yeah, the one you're thinking, I'm talking about you.
Do you
don't
fuck
talk
you
to me
up?
about journaling. They're probably thinking, yeah, shit. Journaling, boring. Yeah. Yeah, I'm talking about you. You're not gonna make him fifth or journal.
So in terms of journaling, I would want journaling in terms of what, like today I woke up, I had a cup of tea, like kind of
journaling your trades. Hey, you can do that as well if you want. You can journal your lifestyle to see what do you do in your life that affects it. Lack of sleep. I didn't exercise this morning, but whenever I exercise in the morning and I have a fresh head, I think clearly, I trade better. That if you don't look after your mindset outside, you're fucked. I'm just lucky. I'm just like I can control my mind. I know where to focus, but that's because of fucking mental battles for years. So then even now it affects me. But I know, but to tackle it, I know I step the fuck away. But yeah, stuff like that. If my lifestyle is healthy outside, you put yourself in a better position to perform well. But yeah, generally you trade. Why did you enter the trade? I bet you most of the trades people take, they have a plan, but they don't follow the plan. They just take on impulse. Oh shit, everybody's going. One little move, that's it. And it keeps repeating. Whereas you said you're gonna enter XYZ. Like this pullback plan, right? I bet you many people are gonna wait for this. Market's gonna do something like this, yeah, and then pull back. But you already planned it there, but you chased it there. You then cut it there, or about 4 or 5 attempts at it. You've lost half your equity already. Then it's coming to here. You flip bearish for some reason, even though you said you're going to get bullish. And then you've lost your account. Then you come onto streams like this, and they start asking, "Oh, what is the key to trading?" You motherfucker, follow your own plan.
What's the key trading? You motherfucker, follow your own plan. Shit, dude, I'm dying here.
Yes, it is.
Oh man,
It's true though.
It is true though. It is absolutely, because I know back when I started off as well. What you just mentioned, I'd do the same thing as well. So like,
Are you still doing it though? Is the question?
nah, no way, nah.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. I can tell.
Shut
Yes,
the
you are.
fuck up, bro.
Stop. You are. Yes, I can tell.
How can you tell, bro?
I know. Just push it. See if the truth comes out. Yeah.
What a geezer. There's another question asking it. Like someone says, like, do you listen? So you listen to Hindi song? Can you speak the language in it?
Nah, man, I'm Pathan. I can't speak it. Speak Pushto only.
You know what? Saying that though, like literally yesterday, you know when you sent me that video.
I can understand it. I can speak a bit of it, but I know I speak mainly Pushto.
Yeah, and I mean, the words I know is like Pudu and Lun, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's everybody knows that. I mean, a lot of the overlaps, but the Pushto is a bit different. It's a bit different language compared to all the Pushto, Punjabi. They have a lot of like cousin and sister languages.
For those who don't know what Pushtu is, it's like a language from the Afghanistan area itself, right? And like, so basically, if someone can speak Pushtu, that means they're Pathan. And when they're Pathan, trust me, they're the hardest motherfuckers you'll ever meet. So straight off the bat, if anyone thinks to fuck around with SC, trust me, he's already giving you shit on Twitter, let alone on YouTube. You don't want beef with a Pathan. They're fucking crazy.
You would know.
Bro, I got into a few beefs back in the days with some Pathans, man. I got fucked up big time, man.
Oh, good birthday in touching you, fam. We got you. So, what are we covering next, bro?
What do you want to cover next? Has anyone got any alt request?
I'll go 2 3 hours. I got back into PYR yesterday. This is actually my plan. I'll cut it below this blue box. Remember yesterday, a few weeks ago, I mentioned this. So I'm gonna cut it below here. I think 7%. As long as the key is whatever plan you have for the alts, as long as Bitcoin behaves, that's it. As soon as Bitcoin turns, get the fuck out. And they all show the same structure as Bitcoin, really. So it doesn't matter which alt you get in, it's just about which one do you like. But they all show a similar structure to Bitcoin. So is it the same place? Probably.
What's your favorite alt at the moment to play?
I don't know, man. I mean, I don't really like trading. I mean, I like PYR. I like AVAX for a while. I don't really know, man. I'm just gonna go to Excel. Tell me which one to buy. Otherwise, I'm just margin trading these. I don't actually know which one's a good one. I mean, all I know is this one's good because I know I've bought the derivatives. I had Zava as well, but I mean, those are different types. I don't know. Fuck knows. You guys probably know better than me.
I mean,
I'm just here to margin trade. That's it.
Like one thing I'm really interested in is something called A0. You heard of that?
What's the fuck's that? No, never heard of that.
It's another project in it, right? It's brought to my attention a while ago. Thing is, I know private sale was at 5 cents, fam, and I rode that at like from like 80 cents all the way to about $3, and I cut the rest out at $2.75.
Yeah, man. Some of these pre-sale coins fucking massive.
Bro, they went bonkers though. Honestly, do you have time?
I know, but they also they're all the same to me, man. They're all Ponzi's to me, man. Even this one, every coin I'm looking at, they're all a Ponzi. I'm treating it as a Ponzi, but that Ponzi makes me money, and that's it. I don't know. I'll do 1 or 2 coins, and then I'm gonna head off, my bro. So,
Of course.
which 2 coins would you like?
Can we get MATIC and AVAX? Those are the two that I
Yeah,
saw.
let's do MATIC. MATIC 52. Right. Funny thing is, I did a stream right, fucking hardcore bearish, but the key is, actually shorted is nice. The key is if as long as Bitcoin held. So okay, I mean this is the May low, monthly low here. You can see key support. So it's obviously above it. So my trigger plan for that was again, this is the key thing. I can be bearish, but as long as if I don't get my trigger plan, I ain't stepping in. So my streamer went over. I said this is gonna be my short plan. If it got that, it didn't do that. So MATIC, right? So we can see it's holding above here. So it's the exact same as Bitcoin, sort of. So if that's the case, okay, what's the next bullish objective? We're back towards here. First, find the objective. Then around 1.19, the two short-term objectives. Okay, now for the trigger plan. If I know where it's more probable to go, go down to a lower time frame. And similar to Bitcoin. So what you do is just time the entry with Bitcoin. So if I look at this, I mean, if I'm saying this is my range low, within when broken above. So I look for something similar, maybe something like if it does this, or maybe wipe some of these fuckers out, then reclaim a long and play towards, I don't know, here. The first objective within that range. And then here, let's play that within that range. Yeah, that's what we look for a pullback play. The other way is obviously trend continuation, you gotta prepare for it. I mean, with me, if I don't get them, fuck them. I mean, that's kind of valid. So what I'll do then is I've got that there. That's holding. It smashed above. That's holding. So obviously once like here, see that there? Smash above and starts holding there. Something like that. Then we'll launch it from there. Cut it if it comes back below. That's it. And AVAX. Then I'll have to do one. Okay. They're all having similar pumps. Okay. AVAX again, same thing. We clean the chart up. What would be the objective? I mean, I think it's gonna be a big blast off. If it's gonna be something, it can be a big blast off happening. I would say there's no reason why I'm not ruling out this either. I mean, think about it. This is a 5-minute chart. So the first one, the barrier would be here, okay, and second there. See if you can. Depends on what Bitcoin does, but keep it simple. You know, we've got this there. So go for there, target, and then we see. I don't know if it's gonna get there now, but that's the main target. And if it's really gonna go for like this type of move, then you're gonna have a target there, and that's it. And then if it's gonna fail, then what we got here is there, clean break below, switch. So if I was to like say, oh, I don't want to miss out on the move, if that's your objective, and you start to scaling here, from a higher time frame point of view, and you know, just close it, cut it on a clean break below, what will this have at you? So that's one way of doing it, smaller size, in case it just does rocket up. Otherwise, wait for that. So small size and then add more there. And if it breaks and closes and breaks below here, you cut the trade, and then you can switch bias, clean break and hold below. Okay, I'm out of lungs. I'm start shorting towards here and then there, and I'm done.
Back to zero, fam.
That's it. Back to zero. And that's it. All right, bro. I need to go.
That's all blessed, man. Thank you so much for actually.
We sort out again sometime soon, bro. Take care.
Yeah, take care of yourself, my brother. Take care. There we go. We had SC on the show. Fucking hell, how was that, man? Did you guys enjoy that? That was I literally when I watch it, man, like I smoked up a spliff and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna enjoy this, man. I'm definitely gonna enjoy this. So I thought, let me just fucking smoke up and relax here, then, man. If you guys enjoyed that, smash the likes as well, man. So yeah, he's a cool good dude. So let's fucking yeah. So basically, like from what we can see from SC's point of view, in it, he's bullish on BTC. We'll pull out a chart itself. He's bullish on BTC short term. Well, because it's still a bear market. We're talking about lower highs. Let me just bring my shit back to normal now. Right, bring my shit back to normal. Right, 1 second, guys. There we go. Yeah. I mean, looking at the weekly itself, like he pretty much answered the bullish scenario there, so I don't really have to cover it again, to be honest. Let me just hide this shit. Yeah, taking out liquidity from last week's low, and to me already on the spot means liquidity has got to be taken out from the last week's high. If you draw a range, someone asked about Fibonacci. How do I do that? How does someone do that, right? Literally, if you just get go to the Fibonacci retracement tool, right? Click on that, double click on it, go to style, and you can. And my numbers are 0, 0.25, 0.5, 0.75, and 1, and that's it. And that's how I play my level to level range in it. So like for price comes up there, I take target 1, and then reclaim and hold above it to mid range, and now they look to cut the trade itself. It will start breaking down, play it back down, cut the trade, play it back down, X, Y, and Z. So one thing I've noticed, like with as pattern wise, in terms of when with how price reacts, right, is that when we take out last week's low, right, and we're still in the range, and it's more of like a kiss, right? I'll show you. So on the 1 hour, you guys can see that. What is that? This is fucking knows what that is. Delete that shit. Just looking at this as it is, that's BTC USDT. That's USD. What the fuck am I doing? USDT. There we go. You can see, I've got too much lines here. I don't like this. Yeah. So no. Let me just put these lines on there, and we'll just talk about that briefly. 1 second, lads. So I'm just gonna move my head. Put it in the corner over there. Cool. As you can see over here. If you guys got any questions, ask away, man. I'm more than happy to answer as well. What's everyone saying? Let's have a look. Smoke what? Smoke something in it. Pyro. I smoked something a little special in it. I also want to highlight what you call it, the Monday's range as well. Monday's range is always going to be quite important because we're above Monday's range, and we got to work this level to level. I do want to talk about having a plan in terms of what could happen if we start breaking down as well. Thoughts on this possibly being a bear flag? On what time frame are you talking about? Talon? Do you think we'll get a pullback today? Yeah, well, we're getting the pullback anyway. Right now, it's very minor, but we got that's what SC was talking about. If you've got to just focus on level to level trading. So all I've done, right, what I've got here, I've got last week's. Oops. What's that? I've got last week's high, last week's low. You can see, and we literally kissed that. If you guys remember the ES I talked about at the very beginning of the show, talked about like ES kissed the range low and just literally stepped into the range and then played back up to the mid range. Similar thing to me, looking to get targets over here because we're above the mid range. Now, if I were to looking for a pullback scenario, right? So there's a couple of areas I'm looking for. The first area is this mid range and this range high and this area here. That's the pullback because we got all this inefficiency here, but at the same time, right? If you look at it, like price has been traded over here. So like if you look over here, all this price has been traded on here. It's another block. So let me highlight that actually. I'm gonna highlight that just for the sake of it as well. So there we go. All right. So we got price over here. Now if I were to look, fuck off, man. Oh, there you go. Yeah. So if I were to actually to look at trading this, right, looking for a pullback scenario, I'll see how we react at the thingy at the range, the mid range, because if it holds, right, if it gets above here, so you see this high over here, right? Yeah, this high itself. Let me just put a line over there. That's the initial like a clean smash, because you can see we cleanly smashed above it there, right? And that's the first high on the hourly. So if price comes back down, comes into the mid range, for example, reclaims the Monday's high and reclaims this SR, that's my trigger to now be like, all right, then target 1, then I go for target 2, taking out these highs over here, and then looking for target 3. That's that's a quick little pullback, but we have to wait for the price to come up here. Then I'll be looking for longs. Now, if price decides to say, you know what, I don't want to do that, right? I just want to, tease everyone's asshole a little bit, and decides to come down, breaks down, and loses it. Well, I mean, the moment we step back into Monday's low, and we start finding resistance off this mid range here, then we can say, okay, target 1 will be up here. You can take a quick trade. Target 1 coming back to fill out this as target 2, which is that's the mid range of Monday's mid range, and looking for potentially coming back into this area just to fill out all this inefficiency, because it's another range within another. This is a range within a range itself. You can count it as. So, but if I want to, and then so that's like a little short plan. But to get into the longs, right? To actually say, yeah, let's go. Moment we hold above it, reclaim this, right? And it's again, we're playing from mid to high to mid. That's all it. Then once we reclaim the mid, we're playing mid to high. That's all it is. And that'll be the next set of targets there on the Monday's trade, playing off the Monday's low, Monday's range. And then once we hold above this, that's my confirmation, right? To go a lot more higher. That's target 1. Again, target 2. Whoops. Target 2. And then target 3. That's how I'll be playing it as well. So these are the areas we're talking about. Once we smash above this, then, right? Off the fucking, let's just have a look. It's gone to 4 hours. And I want to talk about the butterfly doji as well quickly. Once we look at this, right? We've got moves over here to fill out, right? So this low here is what I would look to target. So 26, I think it's 26.2, that kind of area. That's where it is. As an SR point of view, and then you got those 2 areas here, which is about 28.6, 28.8, which is, I've mentioned before, it is the Q1 range high that I was talking about. Once we come up there, take out, establish a high and start showing bullishness, we can go target 1, and then that's target 2. From there, we'll see what happens. I've talked about it many times, what we could do, the scenarios of climbing back up or breaking down, but I'll probably talk about it again on the weekly stream itself. One thing, I see what everyone's saying. Fucking, there's 162. Fucking hell, man. 162 people. I'm fucking gassed, man. You guys are fucking lit. How long did you study with SC? 2018, I joined his class. I was with him 2018, 2019, 2020. I took a break in 2019 to 2020. Sorry, 20. Yeah. When did I qualify? When did I bought the house? I bought the house in 2019. Yeah, I took a break for about like a good 6 months or so, probably about 9 months. Yeah, about six. Well, not, yeah, let's call it 2019. I took a break, stepped back in around 2020. Definitely, I remember in February is when I stepped into the market with Forex in 2020, and literally next thing is right here we are in 2022. I'm still in this class. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm still in this class, and I don't focus on his charts. But sometimes I like that he's one of the few guys I go back to and say, like, what's he saying? Is he bullish, right? And there are moments I've you guys have seen on Twitter. I have actually counter trade him in a way, but it's because my view is I'm bearish and he was short. So for example, I mean and it's the same for every other trader. But you've got to, like he says, isn't it? You've got to have a plan, right? He was talking about having a plan and sticking to that plan. If you don't have a plan, right, you're just gonna bend yourself over. When he speaks, he literally is. He speaks sense. To be honest, you can't disagree with that. But the key is the plan. If you don't have that, you've got nothing going on. Join his class, he does courses. Nah. It's more like it's like his private group. And that in those days, right, in the early days, he had time. He had a lot of time, right? But now he's a busy lad. I look at him so I try to get him in 11:50. Well, he was available 11:15, and he messaged me. He said, "Look, he's available 10:15. He's got to go somewhere else as well. Things for him because he's such a busy guy. I've got to bend. I'm happy to bend my time for him 100% any time of the day. So, so yeah, once he jumped on, that's why we started early. For those who was wondering, because I got a lot of questions about that. I am looking at my phone. Sorry about that. So, how long before you became profitable as a full-time wage, bro? It depends. Like I said, 2018, I lost a lot of money. 2019, I took a break because I was a pharmacist, and I was like, you know what? I need to I want to conquer. For me, it's always about conquering things, goals. Conquer what the human mind perceiving it. So, for example, one of the things that people always want. Yes, Sasa, what's going on, brother? One of the things I wanted to conquer as a professional, right, was okay. prior to when I went to uni, I want to conquer pharmacy. I want to be the best pharmacist possible. Did my pre-reg training, and like I was killing it. When I said I was killing it, I was fucking murking everything apart. Like in like a few months in, like 2-3 months in, and even my tutor was like, "You're gonna be a sick pharmacist," and that was it. I wanted to be the best I could be, and not just I could be, but everyone. It's always the mind frame for me as well. So I conquered that, finished the pre-reg, became a pharmacist. I was a locum, and I enjoyed locuming. Was good. There was good money in there as well, really good money. I was making some big peas on locuming, and so I was locuming, and I think about 2 weeks in, one of the Lloyd's area manager has heard about me as well. So he comes into the store in Gloucester. I was in Gloucester in a place called Stroud, and he comes in and he comes to chat to me, and he's trying to give me a job, this and that, and he's like, yeah, I understand, like, you know, locuming has better money, this and that, but we got benefits X, Y, and Z. And I go to him and listen, I was like 2 weeks in the job in it as a pharmacist, and I go to him. I had a goal in my mind, right? In my head, I had a goal, right? I was like I'm gonna say it out loud, and I was like, look, I want to earn 60k. Can you provide 60k for me as a salary? And he's like, no, we can't do 60k. Starting salary is like 33k. And I'm like, thank you for your time. You know, that was it. I said, thank you for your time, and I carried on with my job, because I'm not here to sell myself cheap. So then 2019, I took a break, fucking, and I was like, I said to myself, like, when I qualified in 2018, I said, in 365 days, I'm gonna have a key to the house, and it's gonna be my house, and that was it. So I focused, and that's what it is. Some of you guys are in a, is it crackling? Is it? How can we join your tuition, sir? My tuition? Not yet. Tuition? Not yet, man. Coming out soon. So like my thing is really is like what I would say to you guys, that if you guys got commitments, you know, stick to your commitments as well. Like, do learn and stay around with crypto, but make sure your commitments are reached at all times. So what do you call it? So how can you join tuition, sir? Classes, sir? I don't have any tuition classes yet. You know, we're gonna get a few stuff coming out, so it's all coming. What's your suggestion if someone is underwater then? So what I would say is, like, look, underwater in what way? One's this position. Do you mean by you know, like your alt bags, like your spot bags, or underwater as in like didn't gain much out of it and stuff like that, and you want to learn, like, what is the question? One disposition I've got to ask you is, like, what do you want to do? Well, what is it you're after? Once you answer that bit, then I can actually guide you and well, kind of give you advice. I join your tuition. Oh, thank you, Lone Wolf. Appreciate that. Mine's still blowing that SEC. Bro, that's the fucking, I was baffed by that. 70 fucking pounds. And he's the same motherfucker who did 10k to 1 million. What he did there, he shut every influencer up. Like, you know how like all these influencers on Twitter, and you get them on YouTube as well, that they do this like 1k to 10k challenge and stuff like that. Yeah, it's all nice because like it makes you think that, yeah, you can make the 1k to 10k, but in reality, to make 1k to 10k, it's a 10x move in it, right? That's not so easy anyway. It's fucking hard. It's easy in a bull market, but when it comes to a choppy market or range bound market, or even well, that's a choppy market, a range bound market, or even a bear market, how do you do that on a spot buy? You can't fucking do that. You know what I'm saying? It's really hard. So but then SE comes in 30 days in, 10k to 995 and 98 million and 998k. That's when you know my man 100x the account in 1 month. 100x. You guys want 100x altcoins? Fucking learn how to trade, man. Really, you can do that yourself, man. You know? I joined you, yeah. And to be considered, everyone can get lucky once, but do it always. Do you know what? He kept saying he got lucky on the trade. I don't think there's luck. There's an element of luck, but at the same time, it comes down to you as a person, how you're reading the market, how you're understanding, where's your mind frames at. Conquering your mind is the first thing, man. Because the problem is, as a pharmacist, I'm gonna be honest with you. 80% of across the UK, I'm talking about the UK, 80% of patients that used to come in, swear to God, they were on fucking antidepressants. Now, coming from someone who actually had depression, who suffered from, you know, who was suicidal at one point in their life as well, antidepressants is not the answer, right? I remember I was also a doctor after suicide. The suicidal effect, obviously, police was involved in shit like that, and I had to go see my doctor and this and that. And my doctor was like, listen, like, I remember he was one of my boy back in college, his dad in it, and his dad. I don't even call him doctor. I call him uncle when I go see him in it. I was like, uncle, like this is what happened, blah blah. And he would say, "He's like, listen, your problem is right. Is that you're riding on stress in it. There's other ways to relieve stress. He goes, some people find it in prayer, some people find it in taking walks, some people find it in going to the gym. You've just got to release that stress." And he said to me, "You're a pharmacist, so you become." I wasn't a pharmacist. I was in uni at the time. And he goes like, "You're gonna become a pharmacist, so you know how fucked up it can be being on antidepressants, and it's mad. It's mad. So the key really is if you can control your mental state, that's you yourself without any medication, naturally, just doing it with the right mental fortitude, you're gonna be okay. You know what I'm saying? That's money doing bad trades. Yeah, I want to get better. So one disposition, I would say to you honestly, look, I've cut all my alts a few days, not too long ago when we hit ETHBTC at mid range, which I was showing. Now, for me, right, it's like, look, we could be in a long term bear market. This could just all be a lower high. What I'd say is literally, what I'd say is literally focus on studying as well. Study, because this you gotta treat trading like university. All right, it's a full time. In its own way, it's a full time job. You can do this whole part time, no problem. And over the next 2 years, you'd be ready for the bull market to play the market X, Y, and Z and jumping out when you need to jump out. But what I would say is that if you treat trading and learning and practicing and the concept, going back to the concept over and over again, like a proper study. When I mean study, because look at SC, he's talking about journaling, right? Which means you got a journal, you gotta write down all your notes. Bro, I got a fucking fat. I got 2 notebooks, right, like this thick each, right, with loads of notes, man. I don't know where it is, probably in a loft somewhere, but I took it seriously. I was at work and I was doing it at the same time. Yes, I didn't want to say that, but he got lucky. I meant some people get lucky once, but he really did it consistently. That's the key. Yeah, Tom, he did it consistently. He got lucky consistently every fucking time. Sata did millions to 10k. Fucking hell, Talon. I've gone Fizzy exactly the same. Everyone's on that. Yeah, dude, Jordan, it's mad, isn't it? And like, the one thing I was grateful with my duck, the uncle, like he never put me on antidepressants. Because once you're on them, it's very hard to come off them. I've seen patients on it for donkeys of years, you know, and they say they want to come off, but it's an addiction now. Like your brain is understanding, like it's stuck with this. So like, for example, if you look at something like sertraline, it's what we call an SSRI, a selective serotonin receptor inhibitor. Bet you didn't know that. I was smart like that. So what does it mean? It selectively, like it says, selectively blocks the receptors of serotonin. Now, serotonin is a chemical that actually makes you feel good. It's a good feeling. So when I smoke a cigarette, the serotonin is released in my brain. If you have chocolate, serotonin is released in your brain. You feel good. That's what serotonin does. But serotonin in the brain, right, and these nerves, right, they're short-lived. So you know when you finish a chocolate bar, sometimes you think to yourself, I want another one. Or you have a cigarette, you're like, I didn't really get to enjoy this because the serotonin is in the brain has already been broken down in the nervous system, like the nerves in the brains. Now, what something like sertraline does, which is an SSRI, it blocks the receptors. The receptors are the things that actually stop that you know. So the serotonin comes, and the receptor is like a key. The serotonin sits down, and it breaks down, and that's when your the mood of feeling good starts to drop down. So there's less serotonin in the nerves. Now, from when that happens, right, SSRIs come involved. They block that receptor, so it allows the serotonin to stay in the brain much more longer, hence giving you a better feeling. So you have an up moment. So you stay in that moment of being up. But the problem is that your brain, like us as the way I see it is us as human beings, we're natural. We're not man-made. None of us is man-made. Like, bruv, like, yeah, you're made from your mom and dad in it, from the sperm and egg. I get that. But what I'm saying is like, it's our skin, our nails, our eyes, our nose, everything, our hair. It's all natural. And so when you add something in that's unnatural, right? It's like your body's a temple. You know the saying, the body's a temple. You debalance your body. When you do that, that's when things play around. That's where the side effects of these of any medication, right, comes into play. So Nick says, what ratio studying to actually trading? So it depends on your look. So what I would say, Nick, is it depends on you individually. This has become a Q&A now because I think SE's have done all the freaking analysis. We're just gonna chill out a little bit. It's more of a chilled out day, to be honest. So ask your questions. We're gonna answer it all today, right? Any questions, throw them out there. Smash them out and smash the likes, everybody. So in terms of it depends your level. So if you're new to trading, you're fairly new, like you joined this year, and you want to get into trading, I'd say don't trade. I'd say you have to start practicing. Have to understand the concept. So for example, like if I show you on a blank, like on this, right? For example, I showed you, like this is what we call it SR, right? So, like understand what SR is, right? Support. Then it becomes a bit of resistance over here when we smash below here and smash through. Okay. Understand ranges, understand like what price is, understand what a bias is. So a bias, for example, would be something like you're going on a higher time frame and you're working your way up, and all you're doing is seeing where's price likely to go, and then from there you build an idea: are you long, are you short? So, but I'd say really like it comes down to you as an individual. You know what I'm saying? Like how you're good at. If you're good, right? If you're decent and you're making gains, well, some sort of gains, you're still making losses. Maybe that's where journaling comes into place. Maybe stop trading so much and start paper trading, for example. Paper trading is a really good way of actually studying as well. Especially those around our inner city areas. Everyone is on methadone. Bruh, methadone is a mad one. Painkillers, it's crazy in the US, fam. It's fucking crazy. In the US, they don't even so in terms of painkillers, right? I'll break it down. So you got like paracetamol at the bottom, you got ibuprofen, and you got something like naproxen, and above that you probably go to tramadol. Well, not even tramadol. I'll probably go to diazepam, for example, right? Diazepam, you got tramadol. Above that, then you got. So this is the key. See how many steps we got from tramadol. Then we go to morphine to oxycodone to fentanyl. Okay, so oxycodone is 10 times stronger than morphine. Fentanyl is 10 times stronger than oxycodone. So that's how big of a gap there is. In America, they prescribe oxycodone on the fucking like Smarties, fam, on the spot, and that's where this whole mad addiction is. So anyone who's actually been on tramadol, like Pirate says, need tramadol badly. Fucking get that prescribed. No, I can't do that. Still registered. Can't prescribe nothing. So like but in terms of this oxycodone, they right off the bat, man. I mean, so those who are actually on tramadol, they know how fucking high you get high from it, obviously, because it's a morphine. Morphine is derived from which is methadone, which is derived from like heroin, for example, right? So that's what like morphine does. So like in paracetamol, right? I don't know why I'm going to pharmacy now. In paracetamol, your liver breaks it down by an enzyme called CYP345A. Now that enzyme itself breaks it down, but no. So cocodamol when it breaks down into the liver by the CYP345A enzyme. Now, cocodamol is what we call a precursor. It's not the real thing. It's codeine. Codeine is the active ingredient. Cocodamol is like an inactive ingredient. So when your liver breaks down the cocodamol to make codeine is approximately 20% of codeine, the molecular structure, right, and how it behaves is of morphine. So that's why you see a lot of addiction on morphine. You know what I'm saying? So there's a cocodamol high addiction on painkillers. Pirate, you're well, you just openly said need tramadol badly for painkillers. I'm not an addict. You really are an addict then? Addicts don't say that. Sorry, non-addicts won't say that. Loving the markets at the min. Euro videos are very good for demand and supply. Yeah, he's actually quite good at this demand and supply thing and market structure. Yeah, shout out to Muro. Pharmaceutical drugs being advertised on TV in the US was a huge culture shock for me. Bruv, I think it's like 90. Didn't they say it was 90% of the fucking thingy? Does anyone want to jump on the stream with me right now and just have a conversation? Anyone? I'm happy to take a random audience here to jump on with me. We can just have a conversation and just talk, man. Your issues. Oh, you told me about that car accident. Oh yeah, okay. I'll give you that one here. I love getting high on ecstasy and trade. Nasty. Fucking geezer. You know what? I'll tell you something though. Fucking hell, man. I showered last night. It looks like I didn't shower. Got fucking paint on my arm, man. Fucking work and shit like that. So like yeah, like in terms of yeah, like I was saying, like I smoked. That's why I asked Zeke, can I do you mind if I smoke a split? Because when he talks, I'm fucking amazed by how the way he breaks it down so simply. Oh, yo, well, I'd love to if I wasn't pretending to work. Fucking hell, man. But it's a mad one in terms of trading. I mean, the market's pushing up at the moment a little bit. Let's have a look. Let's go on the 1 hour. Let me get some lines up there. It's all a bit of a mess. So if we do something like this now, right? So I'm going to delete this for a moment. So you see, oops, let me just bring that up for a moment and then bring this across and then delete that. Okay, so you see over here, we've got this. We've got a range band environment, right? From the high, and that's the low. That's last week's range, okay? Right now, we're trading between the high and the mid, okay? Everyone agrees to that. Now, you see how we're pushing up? Not a problem, right? I want to see how this reacts, this high. Reclaim this, right? Then we're like, all right, then let's look for targets over here, and potentially we're going to reclaim this area here, and then we'll just shoot out for target 1, target 2. All right, so that's what we're looking for now, because it might not give us a pullback scenario. You always have to be prepared for whichever scenario comes at place. Yeah, Nick, yeah, it would be nice having someone else to go. To be honest, anyone? I love how we all pretend to work. Dude, are you all working right now? Is everyone supposed to be at work right now? And yeah, so this area here quickly is, let me delete that. If I go on the 15 minutes, let's see what we got. I mean, if you were to short it, right? There you go. You can literally see this. We're just gonna focus on this PA just for now, and we're finding resistance. So you can see that was initial high. We smashed above it. Smashed above it, come down, deviation, comes into it, support, we lose it. So to me, this is like a resistance. So if this is resistance, right, then we can, let's see if we can throw a trend line. So a trend line like this, you can see quite easily, it's coiling up. Now, if it does something like this, come back down and breaks down, I can short it back down, taking that liquidity of target 1, target 2, target 3. That will be like a scalp play going all the way there. We're going to find some, like, it's going to bounce up off the 5 minutes and so on. But I'm just saying, like, or maybe a day trade going back into the mid-range. And then from there, we'll see how we hold to the mid-range. Do we come back up and it's still a range bound environment over here? Or do we come back down and give that a deeper pullback that we're looking for? So into this area here. And then from here, if we reclaim and then fucking send it off, let's fucking go. Vegeta, let's go. Vegeta, are you here still? Yeah? Alright then, I'll just help you with Zoom. Okay, you got to Zoom, Vegeta. We gotta give someone else a chance. Nick's had a really long session. I'll bring Nick on soon as well. Nick was a sick guy. Wax working. Oh, apparently everyone's at work now today. All of a sudden when I say, yo, anyone want to jump on the stream? Oh, I'm at work, guys. I can't fucking do this. You got a fan, Nick. Get in there. Yep, I have Zoom installed, logged in. Okay, I'm going to send you a link, right? What the fuck is Zoom? Bring Vegeta back on as well. It's a new meeting. Right. Do you know what? Give me a second, guys. I just really need to take a piss. I've been holding this piss since SE has been on the fucking thingy. So give me a moment there. Close this. Close that. Leave. Literally, I do apologize. Just don't go anywhere, alright? Pretend you're working. We're back in a second. Alright, champs, I'm back. Apologies for that. When you get Vegeta on, let me just send him a link. New meeting. Right, I'm gonna pop this over here. Give me a second there. If I go to fucking participants, copy link. Where's Telegram? Black Until Dark says, hey man, really like your work. I'll be basically just waiting for today's earning to see for direction. Pretty much. Today, like, we're looking for a pullback scenario, to be honest. So the plans were marked for a pullback. So that's what we're looking for. Let me send it to Vegeta. So there's no rush. We had a strong move up. Ideally, we'd like to see what you call it. See the price come back down a little bit before we can actually freaking push up as well. Any favorite trading literature? I've never used any literature, to be honest. I'm sure that you guys, has any of you guys actually used anything? Like, you know, asking passcode. What? Shouldn't do. What the fuck is he talking about? 1 second. Let me bring up Zoom again. I don't know, I was asking for passcode. Turn to meeting. Give me a second, bro. I'm just trying to figure this out now. Passcode. What the fuck is he talking about? Close this. Right. Security. Not this screen. It shouldn't do. I'm gonna send you a new link, Vegeta. It shouldn't ask you a passcode, which is a bit weird. Right. So if I do new meeting, bear with me, Vegeta. Copy link. You can find in the top right of Zoom. Oh, okay, shit. Let's have a look. Thank you for that, Aman. Top right of Zoom. Top left. Okay, he's still asking. Alright, help me out here. Aman, help me out. No, Vegeta's in. Talking crap about his freaking passcode and stuff like that. What's going on, brother? How you doing? Is your audio on? Give me a second. I'm gonna make you the host. It says that, like, I can see that you haven't got a thingy. Are you connected to the audio? I want to make you host, brother.
Hello.
Hey, can you hear me, brother?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Ah, good. How's the volume, everyone? Can everyone hear him? How's it going, dude, man?
Hello, guys, can you hear me? Guys, can you hear me? Say something in the comments.
Yeah, let's have a look what the comments are saying.
What's up, man? What's up?
I'm doing well, man. How you keeping, my bro?
I just moved to Dubai, man, just to save all the taxes.
Yeah.
Like India, they are charging like direct flat 30% tax.
What where in Dubai?
In India.
30% tax in India.
Yeah, direct 30%. There are no slabs.
Fuck that.
And now there are rumors that they are planning additional plus 28%.
Plus 28%.
So like 58%.
Dude, that's fucking shit, dude. That is fucking shit. Fuck that. That's expensive. So are you officially moved into Dubai now? Is it?
Yeah. I'm in Dubai. I'm a resident here.
Oh, fucking resident, yeah?
Yeah.
Fucking Dubai. Yeah, Emirati, is it? Man moved from India. It's not Indian no more. You heard it, guys. Vegeta is an Emirati now.
No, I am Indian.
No. You're Emirati now, brother.
No, bro, they are not giving me nationality here. They that's the only reason, just to save tax. I'm not going to pay 58% taxes.
58% is fucking shit, dude. Where's it like, you know, like
You fuck around like for 18 hours a day, 16 hours a day. Why would you pay 58% to the government?
yeah, fuck 58%, man. That's a lot of money, dude. So if you make like if you make a trade of like 10 grand, bro, that's 6 grand gone to tax.
Exactly.
Fuck that, man. Jesus Christ, man. But how you finding Dubai?
It's very hot right now.
Yeah, dude. Oh, you're saying that. I was in Dubai last year in August. Was it last year?
Oh fuck, bro, it's fucking 45 degrees.
Dude, I know. I go out for a cigarette and my t-shirt's all drenched in sweat, fam. Fuck that.
Even that's why your skin literally gets burned.
But yeah, but like in India, how hot does it get in India? Is it hot as Dubai or less?
No. India, it goes around 38, 40. It's manageable.
It's manageable, is it? Yeah. What? 38, 40 is manageable, dude. It was 38 here in the UK, and I couldn't fucking manage that.
Bro, but in India, we were used to it. We were brought up the same way.
Yeah, I suppose so. I suppose that you guys actually in India, like you guys are quite used to this whole high temperature shit as well, innit? Where about in India are you based?
Sorry?
Where about in India are you based?
Mumbai.
Oh, you're in Mumbai.
Yeah.
How's your family doing? How are they taking that you left India to go to Dubai?
No.
They're not too cool with it.
No, they are just telling me to come back. I'm like, no ways, I'm not going to come back.
Nah, but what do you see yourself staying in Dubai for some time? How many years do you think you're gonna do in Dubai?
Maybe 5 or 7 years.
That's a long fucking time. You might as well just be an Emirati then.
No, it's just like I want to make enough money to retire my whole family.
Yeah, I think that's the
My
key.
parents, my brother, and my obviously future family, like my wife and kids.
Inshallah, 100%, man. You know what it is? Like, you've got, like, how old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
25.
25, you're young, fam. When you hit, like, mine and SC's age, we're old, fam. We're 30, 31 here, right? And, you're 25 years old, and there's a lot of people here who are quite young who actually watches the show, or who are in the mid-20s and 30s. They can tell you that, like, don't waste your time. Especially when you're young, just accelerate as much as you can.
Don't waste it, exactly. I wasted like a lot, but it's fine.
Yeah. It's mad how we became friends actually, because I remember you were following NJ. Then I don't know what happened. I was a small account. I was about 1,000.
NJ told me like to give you a follow.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
Big respect to NJ as well, because I remember when you followed me, I'm like, oh shit, this guy, like, because you had a big following you had at the time, and you still do.
Yeah.
Thank you, 49. Nah, you're not 49, fam.
No, I'm like 65, I guess.
You what?
65k
What, 65k?
on followers right now.
Wow. Not too far from the 100k.
Yeah, soon 100.
Is this your first run in crypto? Is it your first time you being in cryptocurrency? Like this whole run? Or was you here in 2017, 2018?
No. I started in November 2019. So there was this friend of mine who I don't talk to anymore. He was like a mentor. Not a mentor, but he just introduced me to the Bitcoin and everything.
Yeah.
He bought me some Chainlink,
Mhm.
around $50. So that's how I started.
Chainlink at 50, how much was Link at the time?
No idea.
What?
I don't remember right now.
Hang on a second. 2019, right? Let me have a look at this.
November 2019.
November 2019, and that's when you had Chainlink. My guy bought Chainlink back in the early days, in the Michael Jordan days, you know? Fucking hell, 1 second. USDT. Because I wish I actually bought Chainlink, you know? But
No, I had no idea back then. He just told me that this was the best asset in the bear market, so you have to just buy it. I was like, okay.
so I remember when Chainlink popped, and he popped so fucking crazy. Like never have I ever seen this go mad. Because Chainlink was the first one to run in 2020, wasn't it?
Yeah.
November 2019. So that's June, November. So you bought Chainlink around the $2.50 area, right? Around the area, and you watched it run all the way fucking to fucking.
No, bro. I sold before the crash.
Oh, no.
Mass crash.
Which crash?
The COVID crash.
Oh, you saw it before the COVID crash.
Yeah.
So you made about nearly a 2x move then. That's not bad though. Did you buy it after?
Yeah, but it was all luck. I don't know. I didn't know anything about TA back then.
Yeah. I think that's how everyone starts off with. Everyone starts off with the idea of like not knowing what TA is, just buying for the sake of buying. And then like a lot of people do, they hold and they see all the crashes and stuff like that and don't take profits.
Exactly. So back then I didn't know like DeFi and like the whole market depended on BTC and Ethereum, everything. So I used to ask that guy. So
Yeah.
he used to be like a lot busy. He was like, I manage funds of other people's. I don't have that much time. So I had to find a way because I was very new.
Yeah.
So somehow I just came to Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how. I don't remember the process.
Yeah.
And I opened a Twitter account. I saw people are posting the charts and the thoughts, and that's how you learn.
Yeah.
Watching other people.
Of course, 100%. It really is down to that, because
So I opened Twitter around like December 2019, I guess.
Right. Okay.
Within a month.
Oh, was that
And I
then?
started posting charts. I know they were wrong.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. And I just sent those charts to the guy, to my friend.
Mm-hmm.
I told him just review them when you're free and let me know what's wrong, what's right.
Yeah.
Because at that time I had nobody to check on me.
I see.
And out of nowhere he just got very mad at me. He was like, bro, why the fuck you want to start Twitter? You are copying me. I found this Twitter thing. I was like, bro, what the fuck?
Right. What the guy was saying to you, why are you copying him?
Yeah, bro, and I don't hate him.
Yeah.
I have no grudges even today.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just I don't talk to that guy anymore. But he's good. He's not bad.
Who is
He's
he?
even better than me today.
Who is this guy? Do I know him?
Bro, I don't know him.
Huh?
No. You don't know him.
Okay. Yes. I see. Because you know what is like, I hate when people do that as well. I told
Exactly,
you,
man.
I told you this, I told you that, and they say all these things like the one thing I've learned over the years, if you want to know someone who's arrogant, right, is if they helped you with something and then bring it up. Like
Exactly,
if that's the case, you never did it because of a brotherly love or a sisterly love or any sort of love. You just did it for the sake of to have one over you. I don't like that shit. You know what? Get the fuck out of here then, if that's the case.
At the first place, he didn't even help me with crypto, bro. He just introduced me like, this is BTC, that's it.
Yeah.
So I wanted to dive deep in this whole crypto thing,
Mm-hmm.
and I had literally no one. It
Yeah.
was like a man stranded in an island.
So
Like
that,
you have to find a way to survive.
so how did
And I had to do what I did.
so what did you do then? Because
I just-
you started in Twitter from zero basically, right? So
Yeah.
so what did you do? What's your story then? This is interesting.
So I don't remember who I used to follow in the start, but I read that you need to stare at charts, you need to watch YouTube videos, you need to keep practicing the charts even if they are wrong. So that's what I started doing. Like there was a COVID crash, March 20, I guess. So after the COVID crash, it was a whole lockdown situation. So I knew that for the 2 years, we are not going to be able to go anywhere and spend time. So I was just like, fuck it, let's just concentrate on Twitter, concentrate on crypto. And I started putting all the time, like 12 hours a day, 15 hours a day on screen, watching YouTube videos, charts.
Hang on a second. So you were spending 12 to 15 hours a day watching videos and charts.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, I did that for around 1.5 years.
Dude, I ain't gonna lie to you though. The fact that that's inspiration to all you guys. I don't know if you guys are listening to this, right? But Vegeta today he started from in 20. What year did you start your Twitter?
Sorry?
What year did you start Twitter?
December 2019.
So so in the last 2.5 years, you built from 0 to 60,000 followers. I have nothing but the utmost respect for that. Number one, and number two, you were patient and you actually put the hours into it and grinded the fuck out of it just to understand TA for 12 to 15 hours a day. Bro, people spend that time watching TV.
Oh, I used to do that earlier. Like even today now, I play like 6 hours a day on the PS. Now that's fine.
I'm seeing a comment here by Mo. He's saying like I don't have that kind of time in my life. 100% I agree with you, because like especially with commitments.
Yeah. He's not right. He's not wrong. Sorry.
Yeah,
But
no,
it was the lockdown. I had nothing to do. I just utilized the time.
That's really it. It literally is whatever time you have. Look, so obviously it was it was the COVID crash. So I'm guessing Vegeta was actually at home, chilling at home, scratching and sniffing a little bit and chatting to girls here and there. Nah, you're a good guy. You're a very polite guy actually. I'm only messing there, but you had the time and you utilized the time. So which means that even if you have like 2-3 hours a day to spare, it's better to do 2-3 hours a day.
Yeah, well, I even told my real life friends that you should start with me. Though they were like, no, bro, we are not getting into this. It's like gambling and all. And in November, they are like, bro, we want to enter the markets. I was like, good luck.
It's
true. Been the bear market since then.
Yeah, because bear market was, I still remember the 2018 crash. I still remember that. That was fucking horrible, dude.
No, this is my first bear market.
Oh, this is your first one. How are you finding that then? Because now you're experiencing a real bear market. because you jumped in like towards the middle end of the bear market of the last one.
Yeah. So basically, I call myself a 2020 bull run baby.
Yeah. So what do you think about Bitcoin now? After this whole FOMC, you got any opinions on it?
Yeah, bro. I am actually turning bullish after 6 months.
Bullish to what? What's your targets? Would you say? Like, is there any targets you have in mind?
Can you share the screen? How do I do that?
1 second. I think I need to make you host again. Let me just double check. Bear with me just a moment there. Yeah, you are the host. So if you just literally go to your bottom of your Zoom meeting, you should see share screen. Click on that, and then I'll be able to see your chart.
Oh yeah. 1 second.
Take your time, brother.
Yeah. Can you guys see the chart now?
Yeah, I can see it from my side. Can you guys see it as well?
1 second. Yeah, fine. So yeah, this was the daily resistance I was eyeing. We broke out first. We just broke down after that. I was supposed to buy here, but I didn't buy as I didn't knew that I was eyeing something like this. But yesterday the daily close was like it just smashed around. So now I'm eyeing around something here, 21.8, 21.9. So if it comes down, it holds like this. I'm targeting around 27. So I'll show you what's the 27 level. Like this level. Bro, I can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
So you're targeting 27K, yeah?
Yeah, but only if it holds 21.8 on the pullback.
Yes, everyone's waiting for that pullback now as well. But what I'm afraid of is like, because I'm keeping an eye on the S&P. S&P start, because the block I highlighted early on. If we lose that, I think it's over. Then that was the lower high, and that's it. We got a leg to go down. Because
like even I was eyeing for a breakdown here. You see this? I made it earlier, but we never broke down. I was eyeing this area. 3186.
Fucking hell.
But we never.
For a second, I thought that was a BTC chart. I'm like, yo, you're going 3K already on BTC.
No.
No, but I can see it's an SR. It's got to come back into that area actually.
Yeah, it needs to break down.
It's a tricky one on the market at the moment because it confused the shit out of me. I ain't gonna lie to you. This whole FOMC, the Fed rates was 75. It was still, they kept it the same, and they're looking to actually, increase the rates over the coming year, throughout the year itself. That's what they've announced, and the fact that Bitcoin ES pushed up and dollars, was sent a bit lower, but it's a fucking shit show at the moment, if you ask me.
Yeah, but to be honest, I'm not much of an FA guy, so I mostly ignore all these news and all. I just focus on these few charts like ES, DXY, BTC. That's it.
I can see in the comments HCT saying like Apple will accelerate either up or down movement because I think FOMC end of month. The end of month's coming and the earnings coming as well. So I think like in terms of a monthly, right? If you go on the monthly chart, it doesn't look that impressive in my opinion. Like considering the move we've done, it's still.
For which ES?
No, not on BTC, for example. If you go on BTC and then just go on the monthly, it's not nothing too impressive. It looks like a little tease.
Bro, I'm literally eyeing this area. Wait, see, I'm eyeing this area.
Yeah. 10k is what I'm looking for. 12 to 10k. I got buys, but I think it's set over there.
Something
12,
like
11,
this.
10.
A week or something. I don't know. Let's see. Can't say it right now.
Yeah. Because like if we go to your target to 27k, mine is around 28k kind of thing. Close enough anyway, and then start breaking down. Yeah, let's make the next lower leg to 10k. I'll be down for
exactly. And if suppose we close about 28k, I'm eyeing this area. Like this is a perfect gap for me. 35, 38.
Yeah, 100%.
This area is not tested.
Totally agree with it as well. Totally agree with that. And then send it back down, and let's.
Yeah, but for that we need to hold above here.
100%. That level has to be held.
But basically, I'm very bearish on Ethereum right now. I don't see why people are getting excited. Like,
Ethereum just does like a fucking wick, man. It just all we've done from what your levels you're showing there right now. All we've done, we're just taking out stops.
Bro, like see this area. Like, how are you supposed to break this in one go?
Dude,
I'm not sure.
And that's on the 3-day chart as well. So
yeah,
we need a lot of buying power as well. And I don't think that
the volume, even the volume is very less right now.
That's true. Actually, the volume is actually quite dead.
This volume candle needs to come around here, something.
Yeah, show some sort of highs at least, because otherwise it's gonna break down.
Otherwise it's just a fake out. Like, people are not seeing this. Bro, I am literally eyeing this area.
Yeah. I got my eyes at 750. That's where my, I think 760 is where my level is, but yeah, we're close enough there as well. So
yeah,
I wouldn't mind coming back down to 400 as a and then reclaim that area. That's the 750 area. I wouldn't mind that.
Yeah, and basically if we lose this area, it's lights out. We are going here 315 to 480 somewhere.
Yeah, dude. Then it's
you don't want to lose this area.
Bro, when you're saying that, it's fucking scary at the same time, isn't it?
But yeah, exactly. You just can't tell anything right now. You just need to play level by level. But if suppose we like break out here and just hold this area, we are going to 26, 27. Yeah, but it's only possible after we break out and hold here. Else it might just come like this and
yeah, because
like we have seen all this crazy thing.
Yeah, macro wise, we're still like as globally, macroly, we're still in a bear market. Nothing has changed, so we just got to play literally like SE said early on, play level to level. There's no point actually fucking hoping for shit. You play if we break out one level, we play the next level. Break down from one level, play the next level down. That's what it is.
Exactly. So short term, I'm eyeing this area, like 1250 approx. What was it? Yeah, the Monday mid area. So I pull back here, and if we hold this small accumulation zone, this, we might just push back up higher, around 1700 or 1730.
Yeah, definitely. You got the Monday's mid range, reclaim that, play to Monday's high, daily open, blah blah blah, and go up higher, man. Because that's what we're looking for. We need that. We need a decent pullback. So I mean, if we break above, the key really is if you reclaim that daily open, that's your early signal for longs.
Yeah, like this is my invalidation. I'm short already on MATIC.
Are you short on MATIC already? Even Solana looks like a short to me, in my opinion.
So when Ethereum just went down here, like I was eyeing this area since long. This is quite a big resistance for me. Like we already got 1, 2, 3 taps. This was a fake out again. So I expect something like this and just break out for the 4th time. You don't need to keep tapping it and rejecting it always.
Yeah, 100%. And someone said to me like it was forming an Adam and Eve, and I can see that happening as well. Like it is like we've just made the Adam, and the pullback, and then the grind. The grind itself. Exactly, that's it. And that'll be the Adam and Eve. And once that break out from that level, because obviously you got an SR quite clear from the dotted lines you got at 1624. So the fucking smashed above that and fucking let's go.
Exactly. So and one of other reasons I'm eyeing this area is like you see this big candle, it leaves a big gap. So we need to fill it.
Yeah, there's inefficiency. It needs to be filled. I mean, like
just like we filled this area. You see, we went up, did this, and just came down. Eventually, we filled this area.
Wait. Let me mute myself. Let me hide myself off there because I don't think the guys can. Yeah, show him again.
We need to fill this area, just like we filled this area. This is the FPG. So we went up, and eventually we got filled and then pushed up again. So it's the same thing. It will happen most probably, but on the lower time frame, 15 minutes. Like it will come down and eventually go up very quick. Like many will be sidelined, and I'm sure like most of you are going to short this area. I don't know why.
Yeah, you're right about that. A lot of people will be scared over there and like it's time to short, but in that fact, it was just a pullback.
Yeah, but if you see the daily is very bullish for me. Yesterday I even put out a tweet that I'm turning bullish. Like, I don't see anything bearish about this daily chart. Like, nothing bearish. Like one candle to take all this.
Do me a favor. You know that candle, that big spike up. Let me show you. So get your mouse around the 18th. You know the high on the 18th. Just put like on the 18th of July this month. Right. If you just put like on the wick itself, you know the high itself, and literally just put like a line across it. Right. You can see literally that we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days worth of resistance, a whole week worth of resistance off that Monday's high, and we finally had a good close above that high itself. So that's an early sign of bullishness. Then we look for the pullback scenario there.
Yeah. Well, like even the volume was very good yesterday. Like I was not expecting this move, to be honest.
What the
push up? What it is? Yeah. I wasn't expecting this big candle with this volume, but that's fine. I'm happy to be bullish again.
Yeah, same here. I really wasn't. I literally had a play. I'm just gonna minimize you for a second. I'm gonna just show the guys what I was doing. Where's my fucking? There we go. I've got a link here. Let me bring this up. So, a lot of you guys, I posted this. I made a 5-hour chart, right? And I did say to you guys, right, when it comes. So someone actually posted. Mike said I showed him MATIC at 0.8 at 80 cents. Should have waited. I was stressing about that yesterday regarding about FOMC. Be very careful. Best not to trade and not do anything stupid, right? So what I was seeing yesterday, right? I literally had this, right? So where's Monday's range? Okay, I'm just gonna focus on Monday's range for just a moment there. So fucking give me a second, guys. Draw that in again. Today is Wednesday, right? That's
no, Thursday. Today is Thursday.
Oh, fucking hell, I don't even know what day it is. So got this range over here, right? Let me just put that as blue. Literally, I took the trade, right, and I'm gonna explain my thinking behind it, okay? So I'm gonna do it on the 1 hour because I did it on the 1 hour on the chart, and the plan was pinpoint perfect, right? So let me just draw these lines now, and I'm gonna mute everything off there. so you guys can see what's going on. Make this black. That's Monday's high. That's Monday's mid-range. Just a quick recap of like you see, like you know how SE talks about journaling. This is like for me, it's my journaling as well, because like I go back onto it and understand why I did what I did and why was it successful, and like in a way I try to imprint the move in my head, so that when I see a similar move, right, I know exactly what's happening as well, and it's literally a lot of trial and error. So let's fucking mute this, right? I was saying yesterday we were trading around here, right? Around here, right? When I started streaming, and I said, and I literally said, fucking, where's the box? Come back into this low, right?
Mm-hmm.
Once you come back into here, right? Step it, you know, like a retest off here. Once we hold this area here, I'll enter a trade. Especially if we break it, especially if we break above this high. That was a. Oh, let's do a fucking line so it's clear. Once we break above that, you see that that candle here. This candle here was enough of a fucking confirmation. Especially like once we close above it the next hour, it's enough of a confirmation for with a stop loss below here. And I said to mid range to range high. Now I knew FOMC was coming, and I did advise everyone to stay away, because if you get the trade on the wrong side, it will fuck you up because it's such a volatile move, and it's horrible. And I've been on the wrong side of it. And what happened was, right, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna play. I'm gonna have my TP here, and I'm hoping, and I literally was hoping for a quick wick up and then a quick wick down and do whatever he wants to fucking do. That's what I was looking for, right? So like, but for experience, I understand that FOMC, this is what's gonna happen. I was painting at the time, right? I knew FOMC was in play at 7 o'clock. I was like, oh, I'll see what happens. Painting at the time, my fucking phone like notification went off, and I see. And I was like, oh, I got liquidated. In my house, I got liquidated. Fam, I walked out like with 5.5R trade, man. I risked $1,000, man. I made $5.5 grand off that just by painting, fam. That was fucking crazy to me.
So wait. Don't close the window. Do you see that accumulation area? 1 hour on the left side.
Which one? The one, this bit over here?
Yeah. On the display, 1 hour.
What
just a bit left. No, just a bit left. Around 12. Yeah, this area, small accumulation. See, when the FOMC came, we just broke out that area with high volume. That was quite bullish for me. And we never visited that area again. No, left. Go left. 1 second. Switch on my stream. Yeah. Oh, fuck it.
It's on your screen there. The Zoom's gonna end. We're gonna call it, I think, a day as well, because it's already 12:15 as well in the UK.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So yeah. So you show us what you was talking about.
See this area I was talking about. This was like accumulation, broke out. This was a deviation. We went down.
That's right.
And we found resistance somewhere here. You see this area, and we just smashed above it.
Yeah.
So this was bullish enough for me. It was bullish enough for me, but I was just waiting for the daily close.
I see what you mean. Yeah. The daily closed quite decent in my opinion as well.
Oh, so and day before yesterday when we got this candle, I was eyeing something like this.
I think we all was. I definitely was looking at something like that as well.
Yeah, exactly. But we just smashed above it, so it literally made me bullish. I was staying awake the whole night. I slept around 5:30 or 6 in the morning.
You fucking up 5-6 o'clock in the morning. Jesus, dude.
Yeah.
You must be tired, fam.
No, bro, I'm used to it. Like, it's okay. Many days I sleep around like just 4 or 5 hours. That's it.
Yeah, I see. And especially when you get used to it, it becomes normal, isn't it?
Yeah. So right now I'm on short on MATIC. Like, this is the reason. Like, you see, support resistance, 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 deviation. And just test this or this area, and then just move back up.
We've now stepped back into Monday's high as well. Found resistance off
Yeah,
that. It's a
exactly.
valid trade with like you can put a stop loss above yesterday's high. Oh, well, the high that just
Yeah,
recently
my stop
opened.
loss is here. It's like manual stop loss. I'm just eyeing it 24/7. I've got my laptop on and I'm just eyeing on it continuously.
Yeah. MATIC is definitely a short right now. At least the minimum to mid range, and then work your way down there. 100%, I agree with that as well. Ozzy is asking who he lives with. You live on
No,
your
I
own?
live alone, man.
Yeah, he lives alone. Why? Do you want to join him? I'm only messing there. Oh, live. Who's he live with? I'm live with Vegeta.
Okay,
Let's plug you in, Vegeta. Show up where everyone like. Show them your Twitter, and do you have a YouTube coming out? Tell us how can we find you?
what the fuck? How do I hide this? What the fuck?
Sorry, Ozzy. I thought you said live in it, not live.
Like this is my Twitter.
Sick. So everyone go to VegetaCrypto1. You can find him. He's basically a duck with a Super Saiyan God mode. That's the guy. Literally give him a follow as well. And do you have a YouTube coming out? Like, what's your plan? Like, are you stuck on Twitter?
Yeah. I'm all set. Like, just give me like a week max, maybe. This week I might just start streaming. Like, yeah.
And how do we find your YouTube channel?
Just type in VegetaCrypto1. That's it. There is only one person with that name.
That's it. VegetaCrypto1 on Twitter.
Yeah. Safwan, I'm Indian, bro.
Yeah, it's an Indian brother, innit? We're all brothers here. Doesn't matter where you're from. Like, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what color you are. Your blood is still red. Mine is still red. We're fucking brothers any day.
Exactly. Yeah, so A class is asking which area, like explain what gap, bro, what area, on which chart?
Ozzy's from TLA. Yo, your boy TLA, the lone adopter. He's a solid guy. If you I want to jump on his next stream as well and just be in the comments as well. For those who don't know, so Wei, shout out to Wei. He was on the there's another influence called the lone adopter, and he was just telling about Trader Dank. And literally TLA jumped on my stream as a chat, and I jumped on his stream, and we were just chatting like amongst each other, like because we were streaming. And so Ozzy Stock is from TLA, but shout out to Lone Adopter. He's a good lad as well. Like you know what? He showed me love out of nowhere. I did not expect that. He's a 38,000 account on YouTube, and to me that was a big honor.
That's good. Yeah. So back to MATIC.
Yeah, guy. Sorry. The guy said, "Wait, I thought this was SC." SC was here early on. He was here for like an hour, and then like he had to go. So the title I need to change to add SC and Vegeta, and I'll put the chapters in as well.
So basically, I'm eyeing this area. Like again, you see we have formed a gap, but I don't expect it to just go all the way down. Maybe this area where we have found a bit of support in previous days, get a bounce around 0.79, and we are just going back to these highs like this 1.1 something, because you see that this is kind of a deviation. So I'm eyeing this trade.
Is Mike? So Mike showed at 80.94. Did you not have a stop loss? Where's your stop loss if you don't mind me asking? Is it at the swing high? Is that where your stop loss is?
For short right now?
No, not you. Like as in like Mike said, like he shorted MATIC at 0.8094. And I'm just wondering where's his stop loss, unless he's at the swing high that we had like on the daily kind of thing, because.
Yeah, bro. My entry is here, same as his. Yeah.
Okay, that's my fault. That's my fault.
Like one thing I'll show you. Like see this line, this trend line. I shorted around here something 8 And I don't know the exact entry, bro. I just market shorted it. Fuck it.
What a geezer. What a geezer. All right, listen, Vegeta, I am
Yeah.
gonna have to let you go, right?
Yeah. Sure,
Right?
no worries.
It's been a real pleasure to have you. It's been a pleasure to have
Yeah, bro.
SC as well. I'm really honored to have both of you on the same time as well. And hopefully we can actually get you on an all-time high one day as well. Like, are you
Yeah. Definitely.
are you a drinker or are you a smoker?
No, I don't do anything, bro.
You don't drink, you don't smoke.
No,
What do you do then? Get high on life.
nothing. Yeah.
All right then, I'll definitely bring you on and we'll get you high on life as well, man.
Sure, definitely, bro.
Yeah,
Definitely.
100%. Listen, it's been a real pleasure, guys. Thank you so much for attending the show. Smash the likes, subscribe if you haven't subscribed as well.
Smash the likes, guys. Come on.
Appreciate that, man.
Yeah,
And
today
also,
there were around like 200 people watching the show.
bro, that's a lot, man. Fucking hell. And you know what? Legit though, right? Like you guys, Vegeta's he's a solid guy. Follow him on Twitter, VegetaCrypto1. He's got his YouTube coming out. He's saying next week, hopefully next week or the week after, whenever he's ready. Then we get cracking on that as well, and then like I'll definitely be watching your show as well, and then being involved as well.
I'm just getting prepared, man. Definitely.
Thank you so much,
I'll be
man.
calling you, NJ, everyone.
100%, bro. Bro, like listen, I'm at home in it. I got nothing else to do but fucking trading it.
Same, bro.
Bro, we've got some sad lives, don't we?
We are addicts, man. We are addicts.
Freaking out. But listen, brother, I'll catch you soon. Thank you so much, everybody, for attending. And I'll catch you tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll do like a whole proper day trade and stuff like that. And we'll see what happens. Obviously, you guys are aware we got a pullback scenario we're looking for. If it holds the support, we long it, going back up. The plan's all there, okay? So thank you so much, everybody. Take care of yourself, brother.
Yeah, goodbye, bro.